Hello YTPC, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cobb Tuesday. Got my Cobb Tuesday cob. Got my Cobb Tuesday hat. And it is a rainy North Carolina Cobb Tuesday. Today I'm going to talk about my ideal smoking room. But first, it's Cobb Tuesday. Let's talk a little bit about Cobs. I am smoking Missouri Meerschaum's newest offering. They call it the Volcano. It's a little smaller than I expected it to be. That's not a problem. I do like small, and it's got a narrow bore. I do like small pipes. And I like narrow bores for flakes, which is what I have in here right now. Got me some Old Dark Fired. That's great stuff in a cob. But if you're not interested in a small cob, avoid the Volcano. It is smaller than usual. Now, a couple of other offerings they had on Missouri Meerschaum's website. Among them, they haven't done their seconds in a while, smokable seconds, and they have a deal going on right now for it's a bag of 3 for $30. Now, that's may not sound like a great deal when you consider that their old smokable seconds bag of 7 ran for that same price. But this particular bag has 2 of these little Washington Rob Roy shape. Mine came one bent, one straight. But the third pipe that's in there is a second of their new Bulldog shape, which I think is a nice looking little pipe. Now, I'm looking around it. I see a couple of imperfections. I'm not entirely sure, since I haven't seen any other examples, what makes this a second. It looks like a solid little pipe to me. One thing I would warn you about, this part of the stem is, I don't know, fragile. I wouldn't hold it by the bowl to pull that stem off. I'd hold it much closer to the stem. But I didn't want to pay $45, whatever it was, when they brought the Bulldog out, because the only way they were selling it was this Father's Day thing where you got 3 pouches of tobacco that I had no interest in. All I wanted was the pipe. Their specialty pipes usually run $25 to $30. So getting a second, I'm perfectly happy with that. I've got a lot of Missouri Meerschaum seconds. So check those out if you're interested in any of their newer cob offerings. Michigan Epiper is having what he is calling a thank you gong. Now, if you are not subscribed to Michigan Epiper, you should be. Very nice gent. As his name implies, he's coming into the tobacco pipe world from the world of e-pipes. He does a number of interesting things on his channel that you don't see everywhere. Give him a look. Now, for his GAW, he would like us to describe our ideal smoking room if money were no object. Well, the problem for me is I don't really know that many smokers. I would probably never have more than one other smoker in my smoking room with me. So my ideal room is not terribly extravagant. In fact, it looks an awful lot like the office I have right now. Sound of rain behind me. This doesn't want to stay lit. So in my office, you've seen some of my winter videos and spring videos before it warmed up. I have got a working desk with bookcases. I like that. I have a wood and leather swivel chair. That's also pretty ideal. I like to have a workspace. I've got a big overstuffed leather recliner. Perfect. I would like room for another one. And I'm not sure this room can accommodate that, because I'd like to have room for one other pipe smoker. Along the far wall, I have my pipe racks, and they're hanging bookcase type racks. I have it's a TV stand, long, wide, buffet type, low TV stand where I have a lot of my cellar TV on top. The one thing that I'm really missing to turn it into an ideal pipe smoking room would be one of those high-end dedicated air filtration built-in smoke sucking things. Then my wife wouldn't complain to me whenever I smoke anything non-aromatic. I think that would be ideal. Now, he is actually giving away a second pipe. What he would like us to do is to name somebody that if we win the GAW, we'd like them to receive that pipe. Well, I'm going to be a little nepotistic here. My son, the bearded piper, really doesn't need to be spending any money on pipes right now. He's got a wee one. So, if I win this, I'd like that pipe to go to him. Speaking of the wee one, baby Jean has hit 4 pounds, and today my wife, who is there in Arizona, got to hold him for the first time. So I'm going to close this out with a couple pictures of the happiest grandma on the planet. And with that, whew, face full of rain. With that, folks, light something you like. Take a moment to marvel at the perfection of God's creation.